Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Leap podcast. I am Olivia.
And I am John. We are so happy you are here with us today. If you want to learn English in a fun, natural way, you are in the right place.
Exactly. Here at English Leap, we don't like boring textbooks. We like real conversations. We want to help you take a big leap in your English skills.
That is right. A leap is a big jump. And today, we are going to help your English jump to the next level. But first, Olivia, how are you doing today?
I am doing great, John. I have my big cup of coffee, the sun is shining outside, and I am ready to talk. How about you? How is your morning going?
My morning is good. I was a little tired when I woke up. I really wanted to stay in bed, but I drank some tea, took a walk, and now I feel awake.
A morning walk is always a good idea. It wakes up your brain. So, John, I have a question for you. What are you doing this weekend? Do you have any plans?
Oh, the weekend. Yes, I do have plans. This Saturday, I will clean my apartment. It is very messy right now. And on Sunday, I will visit my parents. We will have lunch together. How about you, Olivia?
Those sound like nice plans. Well, except for the cleaning part. For me, this weekend, I will go to the cinema. I will watch that new action movie with my friends. We bought the tickets yesterday.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I love going to the cinema. The popcorn is the best part.
Oh, totally. I will eat a huge bucket of popcorn. I promise you that. But John, let me ask you a different question. Imagine you have no work. Imagine you have unlimited money. What is your dream weekend?
Oh, wow. Unlimited money? No work? That is a beautiful dream. Let me think. If I had a lot of money, I would fly to Hawaii. I would sit on the beach all day, I would drink coconut water, and I would not look at my phone.
That sounds amazing. I want to go to Hawaii too. If I had a lot of money, I would travel to Italy. I would eat pizza for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I would visit beautiful museums.
Pizza for breakfast? That is a very good dream. But wait a minute, Olivia. Did you notice what we just did?
What do you mean?
When we talked about our real weekend, the one that is actually happening, we used a specific word. I said, I will clean my apartment. You said, I will go to the cinema.
Yes, you are right. We used the word will.
But when we talked about our dream weekend, we used a different word. I said, I would fly to Hawaii. You said, I would eat pizza in Italy.
Ah, yes, we used the word would. This is a perfect example of what we are talking about today.
Exactly. Today, we are talking about two very important words in English, will and would.
These two little words can be very confusing for English learners. Many students ask us, Olivia, John, when do I use will and when do I use would?
It is a great question, and the good news is, it is actually very simple when you understand the feeling of the words. We don't need to look at a boring grammar book. We just need to feel the difference.
Yes, the feeling is the most important part. So let's ask our viewers right now, think about your life. Do you have real plans for tomorrow? Or do you have big dreams for the future?
Keep that in your mind. Real plans versus big dreams. That is the secret to today's lesson.
Let's look at the feeling of will first. When I say I will go to the cinema, how does that feel, John?
It feels real. It feels strong. It feels like a fact. You have the tickets. The cinema is open. You are definitely going.
Exactly. It's a 100% sure thing. I know it's going to happen. It's on my calendar.
But when you say, I would go to Italy, how does that feel?
It feels like a cloud. It's a lovely picture in my head, but it is not real right now. I do not have a plane ticket. I am sitting here in the studio with you.
Right. It's just imagination. It's a dream. So that is the basic feeling. Will is for the real world. Would is for the imagination world.
I love that. The real world and the imagination world. This makes it so easy to understand.
If your wallet has money and you were walking into a store, you say, I will buy a coffee.
Because it's happening. But if your wallet is empty and you are just looking through the window of the cafe, you say, I would buy a coffee, but I have no money.
Exactly. You are imagining drinking the coffee, but you can't actually do it right now.
This is a very common situation in life, isn't it? We have things we are really doing and things we just wish we could do.
Yes, all the time. I use these two words every single day. And by the end of this podcast, our viewers will know exactly how to use them too.
They definitely will. See what I did there? I said they definitely will because I am 100% sure they will learn this today.
Perfect example, Olivia. Now that we understand the feeling, let's take a short break, and then we will look at how to build these sentences simply and naturally.
Welcome back. In the first part, we talked about the feeling of will and would. Will is for real plans, and would is for dreams and imagination.
Now, let's talk about the structure. How do we actually build sentences with these words? Do not worry, everyone. It is incredibly easy.
It really is. You do not need to change the main action word. You just use will or would plus the basic verb.
For example, the verb go. You just say, I will go, or I would go.
That is it. You never say, I will going, or I would to go. No, no, no. Keep it simple. Will go, would go.
Will eat, will sleep, would sleep. It is the same for every person too. I will, you will, he will, she will, we will, they will.
Thank goodness for English sometimes. It is very friendly in this way. You do not need to memorize different endings.
Yes. Now, there is one small thing we need to talk about. Native speakers are sometimes lazy when we speak.
It is true. We speak fast and we push words together. We use contractions.
So instead of saying I will, what do we usually say, Olivia?
We say I'll. I-L-L. I'll.
I'll go to the store. I'll call you later. It sounds much more natural.
And what about I would? We make that shorter too.
Yes, we do. We say I'd. I-D. I'd.
I'd love to go. I'd buy that. This is very important for listening. If you are watching a movie, the actor probably will not say, I would like some tea. They will say, I'd like some tea.
Exactly. I'd. It is a very short sound. So when you are practicing at home, try to use I'll and I'd. It makes you sound like a native speaker.
Let's practice with some real-life examples. Let's talk about food. Food is always the best topic.
I agree. I am always hungry.
Okay, John, imagine it is dinner time. You have a chicken in your fridge. What are your real plans?
I have a chicken in my fridge, so I will cook the chicken. I will add some vegetables. I will eat a healthy dinner.
Those are real plans. You are 100% sure. Now let's change the situation. Imagine you are on a very strict diet. You are trying to lose weight, but you walk past a bakery. You smell fresh chocolate cake.
Oh no, that is a dangerous situation.
What is the dream? What is the imagination?
I look at the cake and I think, I would eat that whole cake.
But do you eat it?
No, because I am on a diet. So I say, I would eat that cake, but I am on a diet.
That is a fantastic example. I would eat it, but this is a huge secret for English learners. The word would loves the word but.
Yes, they are best friends. Because would is a dream, there is usually a reason why it is not happening in real life. That reason comes after the word but.
Let's give another example of would and but. Olivia, let's talk about cars. Do you have a car? I do. I have a small old car. It gets me to work, so I am happy.
Okay, imagine you see a brand new red sports car. It costs $100,000.
Oh, wow. Well, I would buy that sports car, but I do not have $100,000.
Exactly. The dream is buying the car. The reality is you don't have the money. So I would buy it, but...
Let's contrast that with a real plan. Tomorrow is grocery day. I need milk and bread. So I say I will buy milk and bread tomorrow. There is no but. It's just a fact.
Right. You don't say, I will buy milk, but... No, you just go and buy it.
Let's think of another everyday context. How about the weather, John?
Good idea. Let's look outside. There are dark gray clouds everywhere. The wind is blowing.
What is the real situation?
I think it will rain today. I am very sure. So I say, it will rain. I will take my umbrella.
Perfect. Real plan based on real clouds. Now imagine it is the middle of winter. It is very cold. You are freezing.
Ah, I hate being cold. In that situation, I imagine summer. I say, I would love some warm sunshine right now.
Yes, I would love. It is a wish. It is an imagination.
Let's review the simple rules one more time for our viewers. Rule number 1, use will for things you are sure about. Real plans, facts, and promises.
Rule number 2, use would for things you are imagining. Dreams, wishes, and unreal situations.
Rule number 3, keep the grammar simple. Just use will or would plus the basic verb.
And rule number 4, try to use contractions. I'll and I'd sound very natural and friendly.
If you can remember those 4 simple rules, you are doing great. And remember, it is all about the feeling. Does it feel real or does it feel like a dream?
In the next chapter, we are going to look at some funny situations. We will talk about work, winning the lottery, and more. Stay tuned.
Welcome back, everyone. We are having a great time talking about will and would.
We really are. Now it is time for my favorite part of the lesson. We are going to put these words into some funny and interesting situations.
Yes, because learning English should not be boring. We learn better when we smile and laugh.
So true. Let's start with a classic situation. The lottery.
Oh, the lottery, the ultimate dream.
Exactly. This is the perfect time to use the word would, because, let's be honest, winning the lottery is an imagination for most of us.
Sadly, yes, it is definitely a dream. So, Olivia, let me ask you, if you won $10 million tomorrow, what would you do?
Oh my goodness, $10 million. Okay, first, I would buy a huge house in the countryside.
A big house. Nice. What else?
I would build a massive library inside the house with ladders to reach the high books, like in the movies.
That sounds exactly like you, Olivia. You love reading.
I really do. And I would adopt 10 dogs. We would run around the garden all day.
10 dogs? That is a lot of work.
But I have $10 million. I would hire someone to help me clean up after them.
Good point. Notice how many times Olivia used would. I would buy, I would build, I would adopt, I would hire. It is a beautiful dream story.
Now it is your turn, John. $10 million. What would you do?
Well, I am a simple man, but I like the ocean, so I would buy a small island.
An island for $10 million?
A very small island, just enough space for a beach house. I would live there with my family, I would learn how to surf, and I would eat fresh fish every day.
That sounds incredibly relaxing.
It does, but again, this is purely imagination. Now, let's bring ourselves back to reality, back to real life.
Okay, reality check. Tomorrow is payday. You will get your normal, regular salary, not $10 million. What will you do?
Reality. Well, tomorrow I will pay my rent. I will go to the supermarket and buy groceries, and I will put some money in my savings account.
Very responsible, John. I will do the same. I will pay my electricity bill, and I will buy a new pair of shoes because my old ones have a hole in them.
See the difference, everyone? The lottery gives us would sentences, big dreams. Payday gives us will sentences, real everyday plans.
It is such a clear contrast. Let's try another situation. Let's talk about work and the office.
Oh, good one. There are lots of will and would situations at work.
Imagine your boss comes to you. He looks very stressed. He says, John, we have a big problem. I need this report finished by 5 p.m. Can you do it?
In the real world, I want to keep my job. So I say, yes, boss, I will finish the report by 5 p.m. I promise.
I will finish. It is a promise. It is a commitment.
Yes, when you promise something, you always use will. I will help you. I will be there.
But inside your head, what are you dreaming about?
Inside my head, I am looking out the window. I am thinking, I would love to go home right now. I would rather watch TV than do this report.
Yes, the reality is I will work. The dream is I would go home.
Let's do a funny situation about helping friends. Olivia, imagine I call you on Saturday morning at 6 a.m.
6 a.m. on a Saturday? I am already angry.
I call you and say, Olivia, my car broke down. I'm stranded on the side of the road 20 miles away. Can you come pick me up?
Oh, John. Well, you are my good friend. Even though it is 6 a.m., I am a nice person. I say, don't worry, John. I will come get you. I will leave the house in 5 minutes.
Thank you. That is a real plan and a promise. But what if the person calling is not your good friend? What if it is a neighbor you don't really like?
Oh, that changes everything. If the annoying neighbor calls me at 6 a.m., I look at my phone. I think, I would help him, but I'm so tired and I go back to sleep.
Perfect. I would help him, but remember earlier, would and but are best friends.
Yes, it means I imagine being a helpful person. However, in reality, my bed is too comfortable.
These examples are great because they show how we use English in real life. We use it to navigate social situations. We use it to express our feelings.
Language is not just about rules. It is about human connection. When you tell your friend, I will help you, they feel safe. They know you are coming.
And when you say, I would love to help, but I have to work, you are being polite. You are showing them that your heart wants to help, even if your schedule says no.
That is a wonderful point, John. Would is a very polite word. It softens the blow when you have to say no.
Exactly. Saying, I will not help you sounds very harsh and mean, but saying, I would help you, but I am busy sounds kind.
So would is for dreams, imaginations, and sometimes for being polite. We are covering so much good material today.
We are. In the next section, we are going to break down these different uses even more clearly, and Olivia and I are going to test each other with some tricky questions. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome to part 4 of our lesson on will and would. By now, you guys should really be starting to feel the difference between the two.
I hope so. Real plans versus big dreams. Calendar versus cloud.
Now, we want to separate the uses a little bit more, just to make everything crystal clear. We are going to step away from the stories for a minute and look at the categories.
Sounds good. Category number 1 for will, making a promise or an offer.
When someone needs help, you step forward and offer. You say, I'll carry that bag for you. I'll open the door. I'll pay for lunch.
Notice Olivia used the short form, I'll. It sounds so natural. I'll get the bill. It is an immediate decision to help someone in the real world.
Category number 2 for will, high certainty about the future.
This is when you look at facts. The train will arrive at 8 p.m. The sun will rise tomorrow. I will be 30 years old next month.
You cannot change those things. They are facts. So we use will.
Now let's switch to would. Category number 1 for would, imaginary or impossible situations.
This is our lottery example. If I had wings, I would fly. Well, I don't have wings, so it is impossible. I would travel to Mars.
Category number 2 for would, polite requests and offers. We talked about this a little bit before.
Yes, this is very important for everyday life. If you go to a restaurant, you do not say, I want coffee. That sounds a little rude.
Right. You say, I would like a coffee, please, or I'd like a coffee. It is so much softer and more polite.
And if you offer something to a guest in your house, you ask, would you like some water?
So would is not just for dreams. It is the secret weapon for being polite in English.
Okay, I think we have explained it perfectly. Now, John, are you ready for a little game?
I am always ready for a game. What are the rules?
I am going to give you a situation. I will set the scene. You have to tell me how you would respond. You have to choose if your response uses will or would.
Okay, I accept the challenge. Hit me.
Situation number 1. Your best friend is getting married next month. You received the invitation in the mail today. You are definitely going. What do you say to him?
I am definitely going. It is a real plan. I am 100% sure. I call my friend and say, I got the invitation. I will be there. I will definitely attend your wedding.
Perfect. I will be there. Situation number 2. You are walking past a very expensive electronics store. You see the biggest, most amazing television in the window. It costs $5,000.
Oh, I love big TVs, but $5,000 is too much. It is an imaginary purchase. I look at the window and say, I would love to buy that TV, but my wife would kill me.
Very true. You used would twice. I would love to buy it, and she would kill me. Both are imaginary situations. Excellent job.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, Olivia, it is my turn to test you. Are you ready?
I am ready. Bring it on.
Situation number 1 for you. You are carrying 3 heavy boxes. You are struggling to open the door to your office. A coworker sees you. What does the coworker say?
This is a real-life situation happening right now. The coworker is offering help. He says, let me help you. I will open the door. I'll take one of those boxes.
Exactly. I will open the door. An immediate offer of help. Spot on.
Phew. Okay, give me another one.
Situation number 2. You are looking at a travel magazine. You see a picture of a little cabin in the snowy mountains of Switzerland. You are currently sitting at your desk in the city.
I am sitting at my desk. The cabin is just a picture in a magazine. It is a dream. I sigh and say, I would love to stay in that cabin for a week. I would sit by the fire and drink hot chocolate.
Spot on again. You guys hear that? I would sit by the fire. It paints a picture in your mind.
It really does. It is fun to talk about these imaginary things. It lets your mind travel.
It does. And noticing the difference when people speak is going to help our viewers so much. When you listen to a podcast or watch a movie, start paying attention.
Yes, listen for the I'll and the I'd. Try to guess if the character is talking about a real plan or a dream.
Often, people use both in the same conversation. For example, I will go to the gym tonight, but I would rather stay home.
Oh, I say that sentence every single week. I will go to the gym, but I would rather eat pizza.
It is the classic battle between reality and imagination. The gym is the will, the pizza is the would.
I think our listeners are completely ready to try this themselves. They have heard so many examples today.
I agree. It is time to put them to the test. In our final chapter, we are going to give you, the viewer, some homework.
But it is fun homework. We are going to ask you questions, and we want you to answer them. Get your keyboards ready. Welcome to the final part of our podcast today. You have listened to us talk for a long time. Now it is your turn to work.
That's right. Listening is good, but practicing is how you really learn. We want to hear from you.
We have prepared 5 direct questions for you. We want you to listen to the question, pause the video, and type your answer in the comments below.
Please write full sentences. Do not just type yes or no. Practice using I will or I would.
And don't be shy. We love reading your comments. It is a safe space to practice your English. Okay, let's start with question number 1.
Question number 1. Let's talk about reality. What are your real plans for this upcoming weekend? Think about something you are 100% sure you are doing.
So you should start your sentence with, this weekend I will. For example, this weekend I will visit my grandmother. Type your real plans now.
Good. Now question number 2. Let's switch to imagination. If you could travel anywhere in the world tomorrow for free, where would you go?
For this one, start your sentence with, I would go to. For example, I would go to Japan. Where would you go? Tell us in the comments.
Question number 3. Let's talk about food. It is dinner time tonight. What are you actually going to eat?
This is a real plan, so use will. Tonight, I will eat pasta, or I'll cook some rice. What will you eat tonight?
Great. Now question number 4. Let's go back to the classic dream, the lottery. If you won $1 million today, what is the very first thing you would buy?
Just the first thing. Start with, I would buy. For example, I would buy a huge television, or I'd buy a new car. Let us know your dream purchase.
And finally, question number 5. This one is about your English journey. What is your goal? Make a promise to yourself right now.
A promise uses will. Say, I will practice English every day, or I will watch the English Leap podcast every week.
Oh, I like that answer the best. I will subscribe to the channel. That is a very good use of will.
Please take your time and answer those 5 questions. We cannot wait to see your will plans and your would dreams.
Let's imagine reading some comments, Olivia, just to give them more examples. What might someone write?
I can imagine someone writing, this weekend I will study for my math exam, but I would rather play video games.
That is a perfect comment. It uses reality and imagination in one sentence. How about another one?
Maybe someone writes, if I won $1 million, I would travel the world. I would not work anymore.
Beautiful use of would. See, guys, it is not that complicated once you practice.
Let's do a quick, simple summary of everything we learned today. No complex grammar words, just the pure feeling.
When you think of will, think of a calendar. Think of a to-do list. Think of a promise. It is solid. It is real. It is going to happen.
I will call you. I will go to work. It will rain. Reality.
When you think of would, think of a fluffy cloud. Think of a daydream. Think of looking out the window and imagining a different life.
I would buy an island. I would eat pizza every day. I would love to travel. Imagination.
And remember the polite rule. Would is also a magic word to make you sound polite. I would like a coffee, please, is much better than I want a coffee.
Also remember our secret friend, the word but. Would and but often go together. I would go to the party, but I am tired.
And finally, remember to speak naturally. Use I'll instead of I will. Use I'd instead of I would.
It makes your speaking flow so much better.
You guys have done amazing today. English can feel tricky sometimes, but when you break it down to real-life feelings, it makes sense.
It really does. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to try. The more you use these words, the easier they will become.
They will become because you are 100% sure, John.
Exactly. I am very sure. Our listeners are smart and dedicated.
Well, that is all the time we have for today's episode of the English Leap podcast. We hope you enjoyed this conversation as much as we did.
If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a lesson.
And remember, keep your answers coming in the comments. We promise we will read them. See? Another promise using will.
We will definitely read them. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Keep making plans and keep dreaming big dreams.
Bye, everyone. Keep leaping forward with your English.
See you next time.